Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope all of you are fine. As you all know that we are doing lessons from your new science NCERT book Curiosity. In this video we will cover all the important points of lesson number 2, diversity in the living world. So let's get started. Dr. Raghu and Maniram Chacha were invited to the school to facilitate nature walk. Dr. Raghu is a scientist at the nearby research laboratory. Maniram Chacha is an elderly person who is expert in mimicking birds' call and identifying a variety of plants and animals. The objective of nature walk is to experience the beauty and variety of plants and animals in the nature. Each bird has a unique chirp. The variety of plants and animals found in a particular region is called biodiversity of that region. Plants and animals are dependent on each other in many ways. Grouping makes it easier to understand and study plants and animals on the basis of their similarities and differences. Some plants grow tall and have hard, thick brown and woody stems, and their branches grow higher up on the stem away from the ground, and these are called trees. For example, a mango tree. Some plants are not as tall as trees. They have brown woody stem and start branching close to the ground are called shrubs. Example, a rose plant. Some plants with soft and green stem are called herbs. For example, a tomato plant. Some plants with weak stem need support to climb and grow are called climbers. For example, money plant. Some plants creep along the ground and are called creepers. For example, watermelon. Thin lines on the leaves of plant are called veins. The pattern of veins on the leaf is called venation. A net-like pattern of veins on both sides of a thick middle vein is called reticulate venation. For example, leaves of hibiscus. Some veins run parallel on the leaves and are called parallel venation. For example, leaves of banana plant. These all points are already been explained to you. Taproot consists of one main root and small side roots arising from it. For example, carrot, beetroot. Fibrous root consists of a bunch of similar size thin roots arising from the base of the stem. For example, lemongrass, marigold. Plants with reticulate venation have taproot, and those with parallel venation have fibrous root. So this already has been explained. Some plants they have reticulate venation and they have taproot, and the plants which have parallel venation they have fibrous root. When a seed splits into two parts, each part is called a cotyledon. Plants that have seeds with two cotyledons are called dicotyledon or dicots. For example, chickpea. Plants that have seed with one cotyledon are called monocotyledon or monocots. For example, maize. So this already has been explained that dicotyledons are which have seeds with two cotyledons are called dicotyledon, and plants that have seed with one cotyledon are called monocotyledon. Mono means one, di means two. Dicot plants have reticulate venation and a taproot system, whereas monocot plants have parallel venation and fibrous root system. So dicot plants have reticulate venation, means net like structure on the leaves, and they have tap root, one main root. Whereas monocot plant, monocot means with one cotyledon, they have parallel venation, the leaves show parallel venation, and they have fibrous root system. Janaki Ammal was an Indian botanist dedicated to environmental work and initiated programs to document the plant diversity of India. So she was a very well-known Indian botanist. Okay, and she initiated programs for the plant diversity of India. She played a key role in the Save Silent Valley movement. Fish live in water and have streamlined body and fins for movement in water. Goats live in grassy areas and move with the help of legs. Cactus plant found in Rajasthan has thick and fleshy stems so that it can store water. The deodar trees found in Himachal Pradesh are conical in shape and have flexible and sloping branches to let the snow slide off easily. Biodiversity varies from region to region because of diverse conditions. The camel in hot desert has long legs with wide hooves to walk on the sandy desert without sinking into the sand. The camel found in cold desert are shorter in height and legs to allow them to walk in mountainous region. So this is the difference between the camel in hot desert and the camel in cold desert. Camel store food in their hump. Camel in hot desert have one hump and in cold desert have two humps. So camel, there is a difference between camel in hot desert and camel in cold desert. That in hot desert the camels they have one hump and cold desert they have two humps to store food. The hump is used to store the food during the scarcity of food. So they use this hump to store the food during the shortage of food. Camel excrete small amount of urine. Their dung is dry and they do not sweat, so they can survive without water for many days. So another important feature of camel. Rhododendrons found in Nilgiri are shorter in height and have smaller leaves to survive through heavy winds on mountain tops, whereas rhododendrons in Sikkim are taller in height. So this is the difference between rhododendrons found in mountainous regions like Nilgiri. They are short in height and they have small leaves to survive survive through heavy winds on the mountain tops. And rhododendrons in Sikkim, they are taller in height. The special feature that enable plants and animals who survive in a particular region are called adaptation. So this is the definition of adaptation, already been explained. The place where plants and animals live is called their habitat. So this is the definition of habitat. So place where plants and animals live, it is called its habitat. For example, the habitat of sea turtle is sea or ocean. The habitat of plants and animals provide them food, water, air, shelter and other needs for their survival. So whatever is required by plants and animals, it is provided by the habitat. For example, food, water, air and shelter. Habitat plays an important role in shaping the biodiversity of a region. So Habitat plays an important role. The place where plants and animals live, it plays very important role in shaping the biodiversity of a region. Salim Ali documented the travel routes of birds and their habitat. So, Salim Ali was a scientist. He documented the travel routes of birds and their habitat, about the traveling routes of bird and the habitat where they lived. He is referred to as the bird man of India because he was into findings related to birds, so that is why he was referred to as the bird man of India, and was awarded Padma Vibhushan in 1976. The plants and animals that live on land are said to live in terrestrial habitat. So here we are learning about types of habitat. First one is terrestrial. So plants and animals that live on land are said to be living in terrestrial habitat. For example, forest, desert, grassland, mountain. All these are example of terrestrial habitat, means land habitat. The plants and animals that live in water are said to live in aquatic habitat. Example, lake, river, ocean. So plant or animal that live in water, they are said to live in aquatic habitat. So lake, river and ocean are aquatic habitat. Animals that can live in water as well as on land are called amphibians. For example, frog. So frog live in water and on land also, so they are called amphibians. So example of animal who live on terrestrial habitat is lion, tiger, and example of animals who live in aquatic habitat, whale, dolphin, fish, etc. Population of Bengal tiger, cheetah and great Indian bustard have declined in India due to loss of natural habitat caused by human activities. So various human activities like cutting down of trees or increasing population, then these activities have damaged the habitat of Bengal tiger, cheetah and great Indian bustard, which led down the population of these. Project Tiger was initiated in 1973 to protect the declining population of Bengal tiger. So this project was started in 1973 to protect the declining population of Bengal tiger. Sacred groves are undisturbed patches of forest and are home to different kinds of plants and animals, including numerous medicinal plants. So sacred groves, here are the, what is the meaning of sacred groves? They are the undisturbed patches of forest which are not disturbed, which are not touched, and these are home to various plants and animals, including numerous medicinal plants like tulsi, neem, etc. Okay. With this point, we are done with chapter number 2. All these points are already been explained in the previous videos. Part 1, part 2 and part 3 videos are also available. So kindly view the previous videos also. And there are links for Hindi Malhar, the new Hindi NCERT book 2. Please go through those links also.